Children, now I will read from 6th to 8th paragraphs, then I will explain to you. Please listen carefully. See the mongrel's affection for this old fellow, marveled the perfume vendor. One evening, at the usual time, the old woman failed to turn up, and the blind man waited at the gate, worrying as the evening grew into night. As he sat fretting there, a neighbor came up and said, "Sami, don't wait for the old woman. She will not come again. She died this afternoon." The blind man lost the only home he had and the only person who cared for him in this world. The ribbon vendor suggested, "Here, take this white tape." He held a length of the white cord which he had been selling. "I will give this to you free of cost. Tie it to the dog and let him lead you about if he is really so fond of you." Children, now let us see the meanings for the difficult words from 6th to 8th paragraphs. They are mongrel means dog whose parents were of different breeds. Fret, a state of anxiety. Cord, thin flexible string or rope. Children, you can see in this picture the perfume seller commenting about the bond between blind beggar and the dog. Do you remember who was taking care of the old beggar? Yes. Here, the old woman who was taking care of this old beggar, it was nothing but the old woman, as you see on the screen. One evening at the usual time, the old woman failed to turn up, and the blind man waited at the gate. So she used to take care of him, but she did not come. He waited for her. Then a neighbor came up and said that she has died. So as he was thinking of that old lady, then a neighbor came up and said that she has died this afternoon. Children, did you notice here how did he call the blind beggar? Yes, he called Sami. So the blind beggar's name is Sami. So the old woman died. The beggar lost the only person who cared for him in this world. So the ribbon vendor suggested him to take this white tape and tie it to the dog and let him lead the blind beggar. So he was worrying about this old lady. So what the ribbon vendor said? He suggested him to take his white tape, what he is having, and tie it to the dog and let him lead the blind beggar. So the dog can lead him, the blind beggar. So this suggestion was given by the vendor.